Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today's video, first of all, it's been, oh my gosh, a hot minute since I've been on here. A lot of stuff has been going on. I know I didn't finish the Tarot Vlogmas 2021. But, you know, it just got really super busy towards the end of the year. Plus with my husband being home on his vacation and then New Year's. And then my daughter and my husband got COVID. So we've had that floating around in the house. Today's the first day that my husband went back to work. Yesterday was the first day that my daughter went back to work full time. I have tested negative. However, I'm getting tested again because this time the long-term test, the PCR or whatever it's called, because my husband got the PCR test and he didn't realize that that's what he had done. So he had to wait like 5 days in order for that to come back to say positive. But his rapid test came back negative, and that's what my test came back negative. So we'll see. But thus far, I've had just minor, minor things. So anyways, that's what's been going on. That's why I've just been kind of like hibernating. And, plus since we've had Oliver, the second dog that we've got now, and he's still a puppy. He'll be 1 in February. He's just a lot of work. Having 2 dogs is a lot of work when one of them is a puppy and likes to roughhouse and play. And I'm sure you guys have heard him several times, but I wanted to do a quick video and show you everything that I got for Christmas and a few extra things too. But so I am running sage because I came down here because my work area, my witchy room, is downstairs where my daughter and her fiance, or her boyfriend, who lives with us also, he has tested positive also. So I'm just like trying to fumigate my area a little bit, Came down and cleaned a little bit before I could really do a video. But anyways, so let's just get into it because, oh my gosh, I hit the mother load for this holiday. Between my husband and my 2 kids and my sister and nieces, wowza, let me tell you. Now, I'm a very practical person, and I am going to be 51 here in a few days. And so I just tell my family, and they do the same with me, because my children are grown now. My youngest is 23, and my oldest is going to be 27 in a couple months. So we just, give us money or tell us what you want, put it in your cart, whatever. So, and, both of my kids make pretty decent money and still live at home because, they're just saving up. They're being smart, being wise. So I actually fared really good this holiday season. So let me just get started. So from my husband, I got this deck. Because he just says, this is how much you can have to spend. Just, kind of knock yourself out kind of thing, right? So I tell him what he bought me for Christmas. So this one actually got this on November 27th. However, off of Etsy, from their shop. And because it was coming from the Netherlands, I just received this a couple days ago. Literally 2 days ago. And so it took a little over 6 weeks to get here. And the creator actually sent it out right away. It's just because of international shipping and how long it took. It was ridiculous. It sat like in the Chicago terminal for almost 4 weeks. But oh my gosh, the wait is worth it. I have been wanting this one for a while. I have barely been able to put it down in the last couple of days. It is just the most gorgeous gorgeous deck. Revival Art Tarot. And this is by Taroko Studio. And this is the first edition. I watched several different walkthroughs of this particular deck in comparison to the second edition. And although some cards I really like the second edition better, other cards I really like the first edition better, really, and it was tight. I mean, it was really close, but I really did like the first edition better. And the artwork is stunning. Oh my gosh. The cardstock is just dreamy. These are thick though. Oh my gosh. They're really bendy. The core is really good. But I cannot, for the life of me, riffle shuffle this. Which I don't need to. I mean, look at how far I can get. I can't even do half of the damn deck because it is so chunky. So, yes, this is one of them that he got me. And it came well after Christmas, but it was worth it. And the Modern Love Tarot by Ethany. And I got this for a particular reason because soon I'm going to be embarking on taking a stab at reading possibly on the hotlines. And I have heard that a lot of the questions, like 99% of the questions, are love. So I wanted to get a couple of decks that really helped me with that. And my gosh, first of all, look at how beautiful that is. Look at how dreamy that is. The cardstock, it's thin, but it's like shuffleable. It's beautiful. These cards are so gorgeous. The book is really, really good. Granted, everything that Ethany does is really, really good. I have another deck of hers coming, but I thought this was so good. So yeah, that was another one that he got me. And I am so pleased with it. I know this is going to be a little bit longer. I apologize. I have got a lot of stuff to go through. This right here, let me put this aside for a second. This is from my sister and my nieces. It's an incense that you put there and then it pours down here and like stays in there. It is so cool. So, and with it came like 2 bags of these, but I put them in a container, which they fit perfectly from a Dollar Tree container. Which, let's just light one of those babies up. Okay, I got it lit, and you can probably start to see it working itself down. That's so cool. And my sister got me this black obsidian. Look at that. You can see my fingerprints all over because I'm always wearing lotion on my hands, but isn't that really cool? For scrying. I love it. What else? Okay, another one from the hubby. Starseed Oracle. We just have like a, you know, a spending limit for each other. And just like him, he got tons of pops and he got a new pair of shoes, but they're quite expensive shoes. But they last like, you know, 10, 20 years. That was one of my cards. But the Starseed Oracle. A lot of these decks are not, you know, a couple of them are a little bit pricey, but a lot of these decks are very inexpensive. So I got a lot of bang for the buck, so to speak. That was probably not really a smart thing to say. But it is what it is, right? Look at how gorgeous that is. So I got that. Celestial Tarot, because I am just very much still, I feel like in the learning phases of everything, tarot and astrology and, you know, geomancy and palmistry, you name it, everything I'm interested in. I feel like I'm still a beginner kind of thing. Runes, you name it. But I thought these were really cool because it shows the constellations and it has the symbols for each of, like Pegasus, and then we've got Mercury and Aquarius, mutable Earth for Prince of Pentacles. We've got your Earth, we've got your Mercury. Is that it? Looks like it. Oh, Fucus, which is the 13th constellation. I'm very much into, you know, real sky astrology. But, so we've got Scorpio, and I'm not even sure what that one's supposed to be. Oh, Neptune. It's just funny because I'm used to seeing all three forks the same height. But yeah, so I thought this one was really cool. I've seen it on somebody's channel and I can't remember, and I loved the astrology that was in it. So I'm like, oh, I can use that, and that really, really can set some perspective with the astrology, because I like definitely combining that, which you will see in some other decks. And this one I had just gotten the beginning of December, but it was part of my December gifts. I love these cards. I like the pocket size. They're perfect. These are the, Lumerian, Beyond Lumeria Oracle cards. Pocket version. Pocket edition. Look at those. So let's see what this one says. Evolution. Consider what evolution means to you. Is your evolution about growth, expansion, adaptation, success, or becoming a better version of yourself? How about a little bit of all of the above? Look for ways to flourish in the face of a challenge or face of challenge. Break a problem down to its elements, be creative, and consider how you can make it more fun and inspiring. Alternatively, ask how you can learn, grow, and become stronger through what is happening for you. You may be pushed to greater and deeper learnings, and it may be an uncomfortable process, but the strength, growth, and wisdom that comes from journeying through the eye of the storm and embodying this knowledge is something no teacher can show you. Exactly. You have to live it. Beautiful. So I love these little cards. Perfect size for my short little stubby fingers. And these were so inexpensive. Gosh, I think they were like $13 or something. 12, 13 bucks. Then I decided I would like to get another deck. I do have the little tin, and I used to have the universal, but I gave that to my sister. And so I just wanted a copy of a Rider-Waite, although I'm not really too fond of this artwork and stuff, but for the symbolism and stuff like that. And I like that these are a little bit bigger. I even don't mind the white borders on these. So, this is the Radiant Rider-Waite. So, which, this was really inexpensive. I think under $20. And then this one. And I just got this also. I had ordered it earlier and it took like a month to come. But the Yogic Path. It is so friggin' gorgeous. Oh my goodness gracious. I got a book also on Ayurveda, because I definitely am feeling more drawn to, you know, like Buddha and Kuan Yin and Ayurvedic and Vedic stuff. I find Vedic astrology really, really cool, and palmistry. A couple of channels that I really follow that for that stuff as well. And many of the gods and goddesses, I find their stories really, really cool. Plus, I have the, oh gosh, what's the name of it? The Sacred India Tarot, and I thought that this would be a really cool companion to go along with it. Look at how beautiful that is. And again, this was not a super expensive deck. I think this was maybe $25. Plus, I might have got it on sale. I can't remember. But it was all part of, like, the money. My husband said, just go ahead and, you know, that's your spending limit. Get whatever you want. Some people might get clothes. Some people might get, you know, this or that. I buy tarot and oracle. I do have a feeling I'm going to be rehoming some of my other tarot decks as well. But, which I did a little bit of that this season as well. This holiday season. I think like maybe 5 or 6 or 7 decks. I'm not sure. All right. So that was the gift from my husband, which was a lot. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decks. Oh, I take that back. There's another one. But here, let me show you these really quick, and then I can get them out of the way. So here's another one. You know I love Bennett Bellwin, right? So I did end up getting her Metaphysician's planner again, and of course the Spirit Keepers, and you know, the Book of Maps and all that. And I love that it's got an I Ching system in it as well, and I have been using that. I have been using that regularly, plus I'm doing a study with my sister. So I seen that she had created a digital on an app. I can't remember the name offhand, but she had created an I Ching deck. And you could just download it, and then, where did I, makeplayingcards.com, I think? Yeah, I think it was makeplayingcards.com. I just uploaded all of the figures to that and had a deck printed off. It is so cool. The backs are so cool. I like Make Playing Cards, cardstock, everything. So they are slippery boogers, but, and then one of the, I made a bag for it using my Cricut. And then I just purchased these blanks right off of Amazon. So this deck, well, here, let me show you really quick. I made a bag for the Iris Tarot. I thought it was really, really cool. This is by Rosa Lunaria 33, but I think she just changed the name of her channel. I'm not sure, but I didn't really have anything to house this in. She gave me a velvet to put it in, but I really don't prefer like those types of bags. I like these. And I have a whole bunch of them in a basket, nice and neat. So I had made that one as well. And in the Geomancy series that I did, I made a little deck, which you can print them all off in the same color if you want. I made actually 2 different decks, printed them off, and so now I have, and the meanings are all on the other side. So it's just one that I had created. But they're just PDF. So I wanted to create a bag for that. And you know what? Maybe I should make pictures and send each of those pictures so that I can get an actual deck of that. That would be cool. This is a gift from my daughter. And because remember what I had said about reading on the hotlines. It's still something that I definitely want to do, but it just seems like one thing after another has been happening, like, you know, Christmas and then COVID going through my house. But so I thought that this was a really, really good deck to have because, you know, twin flame stuff and love questions and stuff like that, because I've been told that it's like 99% of the questions. So this was a gift from my daughter. This was from Etsy, from this particular name, Maruk, off of Etsy. This was quite pricey, like 80 bucks, shipped, I believe, for this particular deck. But I think it's like 100 and some cards, and it's really cool. So yeah, this was one gift from my daughter, and then I made the bag for it because it doesn't come with the bag, just in the cellophane. Okay, so here is some other decks that I got, and these were gifts from my son because he gave me also a certain amount. Go ahead and spend it, and we do the same for them, you know, because like I said, we're all adults. But I'm really liking learning more about the I Ching as well, and I had seen this and I thought it was really, really cool. And I love the one that Bellwin did, but it's not necessarily so easy to find the meanings of them because I don't have them down at this point. So I got this deck also because all of them are actually on the cards, which I love. So I don't have to look it up in another book. I mean, I can read more about it if I want in this. However, it's all pretty much right there for you if you want to just, you know, shuffle it. So, and this is the Wisdom of Tao, or Tao, Oracle cards by Mai Jin Liu, or Mi Jin Liu. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So, another one I got, I can't remember where I seen this, but I thought it was so beautiful. And the messages seemed really, really, really good. So I wanted to get this as well. This was a gift from my son. They're a little bit bigger. It's an Oracle deck, but really, really cool. Look at that. I did have other stuff happen too. I got my DNA results back in December. No, in January. I did send them away in December. I was supposed to get them in December, but I didn't get them until the 1st of January. Another deck that I got, I know, guys, I know, is, oh, here. I've been seeing this one for a while, and I love astrology, right? I love astrology. So I'm going to have to do a video just on like my collection, because I have quite a few. I've been accumulating quite a few different astrology decks. But check that out. I love the size of these too. I mean, these are hefty. These are plastic. So I cannot shuffle them, I don't think. Let's see. Oops. We shall see. We'll test it out. No, these are way too stiff. I mean, you can, but you just got to bring them together. There's no way of bridging them just because, wowza. So one of the ways that I shuffle anyways, more than anything else, is really just like the waterfall or whatever you want to call it. And then bring them together. But these are just so cool. I love the astrology, seeing the astrology. And it shows like Venus in Taurus. So Venus in Taurus is romance, which makes sense. We've got Mars in Aquarius. Yeah, so like a war or something. Yeah. So it just makes sense. So the sun in Virgo, health, which is your 6th house, which has to do with health and routine and all that. So fortune, we've got the sun in Leo, fortune. Interesting. I love it. See, these are really, really cool. And so the more that you use these, I feel like you'll start being able to associate more with, if you're wanting to, you know, learn more about astrology and tarot combination, be able to do that. And then one last deck. One last. And it's called the Moon Oracle. I thought this one was really cool too. And the book is really cool. The book was really cool on the other one too, the sun one. So this one is broken up into the different moon phases, different moon goddesses, the moon mansions, which is the Vedic, you know, moon mansions, how to make a reading, and the moon tables. But I like that the cards are split up into the different things. These ones are bigger than the sun ones. Are they the same creators? Caroline Smith? Yeah. And John Astrop. All right. So see, we've got, which these are really cool. If you are somebody that works with the moon, which I am, I work with that more than I work with the Wheel of the Year. Just because I feel like the Wheel of the Year is not what it used to be. It's off from the seasons. And we see that definitely here in Michigan. But I like working with the moon energy. Granted, the real moon energy, not Western astrology, but real sky. But it doesn't really matter. You can still use these in conjunction. So I love that. For each, so like here, these are your fire. These are your earth. These are your air. And these are your water signs in the different phases, throughout the different phases, and what that means. Isn't that cool? I just thought that, and they're so pretty. I really like these cards. But then it goes into like your different goddesses. So we've got Ishtar, and shows like Pisces, Aries for Artemis, Venus for Taurus, Gemini for Athene. I think that's supposed to be Athena, maybe. Another name for Athene. I don't know. Hera is your Cancer. Isis is your Leo. Virgo is Demeter. Gaia is Libra. Scorpio for Lilith, of course. And then we have like different, the fall. So this actually shows the degrees and in what for like Mars in Scorpio, or yeah, Mercury, I mean, or Mercury and Saturn. Aren't these cool? These are just so cool. Kali. So, oh yeah, that's right. There was different goddesses also. There's like, for like dark moon goddesses and, like full moon goddesses. And red moon. What was the red moon? There's red, black, and white. I can't remember what all of them are. I read through it, but now I can't remember. So these are all the decks that I got. And I got one more thing that I want to show you that I also got from my daughter. My kids just spoiled me this year, as did my husband. But they actually ended up getting quite a bit of stuff too. But my daughter bought me this. It is an iron that goes along with the Cricut, because one of the things with making these bags, when you do the iron-on ones, which these I made a mistake and just did the vinyl, but eventually I'm probably going to end up changing it out for the iron kind. I didn't want to waste them, so they're good for now. But all the other bags that I made, I ironed them on, but with the regular iron, they take forever. And this thing is a 9x9, so you lift it up, and that's the resting bottom that it goes on. And then you can put it down on whatever it is that you're doing for like 30 seconds or whatever. It's a timed amount. You got to let it heat up for a while. I haven't even used this yet, but yeah, she got me this so that I can even do t-shirts. And because my husband loves like the different kinds of t-shirts, like Star Wars t-shirts, or different sayings, or little Yoda, or, you know, Mandalorian, or he loves the house, he loves Jaws and Tommy Boy stuff. He's got a whole bunch of t-shirts. But this way I can actually get the designs myself, or make them on the Cricut design space, and then put it on his t-shirts or sweatshirts or whatever. So that's cool. Or like continuing to make my cool tarot bags and stuff. 4 bags. I like keeping them in the boxes if they have decent boxes. But if they don't, then I like making bags, because I don't know how people do it. I don't know how they remember what bag goes in this because of a pretty little design on the outside. My memory is not what it used to be, so I would keep on forgetting what I had and what. I have to undo it in order to figure out what do I have in here. So that's why I was like, okay, I need these. And I keep them in a pretty little basket, you know, that just fits it just like that. And they just go right. But you know me, my Virgo moon, I love to keep things organized. That's how I control the chaos. That is my Sagittarius sun. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. It's been a while, like I said, 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I know this is a little bit longer of a video. But I wanted to share all of the, you know, the goodies with you guys, show you guys what I got and what I am working with currently. I have been just enjoying all of these decks, and plus some of my other decks as well. But also, you know, what's been going on with my household and the COVID, and some of us are vaccinated, some of us are not. I am not, and I'm like pretty much the only one that has not been sick in this house. Really, really bad. This is the second time that I've had an outbreak of COVID in my house. The second time my husband has had it, and I have tested negative both times. But I drink lots of water. I eat lots of fruits and vegetables. I take care of myself. I mean, I know it doesn't look like it, but I do. I'm very mindful now, whereas I wasn't in the past, but I am now, and I have been for, you know, quite a few years now. And I take my vitamins, my vitamin C, and, you know, I just wash my hands, and I wear a friggin' mask. You know, even in my own house, I wear a mask when there's people that are sick, because I'm not pushing my luck, right? So, anywho, I hope you have enjoyed this, and I am sending you love always. Thank you so much.